Bill Bellamy, no way. How are you, brother?
Man, I am honored to be here. You guys don't understand how much I love Mike. Like me and Mike is like cousins and stuff.
Yeah, like I brought my son into work when he was a kid to meet you one day.
Yeah,
like
I remember that.
I want like there's certain guests on this show that'll just always be special to me. You are definitely one of those people for sure.
Because I feel like in this business, you and I came up together. You know, I was a VJ at the time when I first started. You know, getting a name or whatever. And
Can I ask you real quick? What
yes.
did you do before you were a VJ?
I was just doing stand up.
Just doing stand up comedy.
Yeah, I was doing
and they
stand
do
up
like
in New York.
And somebody says audition, and you say all right.
I did a showcase and it was at a comedy club called Boston Comedy Club.
Sure.
And they had like back then they were like looking for, you know, different kinds of personalities.
Right.
And so they were, I never forget, it was me, Jay Moore, and maybe 5 other comedians that did stand up that night.
Right.
And Jay Moore and I both got like an opportunity to do a test, what they call a test.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I was like at MTV Jams, you know,
Nice.
doing spring break and stuff.
But at the year that Jay Moore is doing the Boston Comedy Club, we're talking about Robert Kelly, Gary Goldman.
Oh yeah,
those
man.
are Louis C.K. Those are the good years.
I mean, Dave Chappelle was in those
Dave
clubs
Chappelle,
with me. We were all coming up. Chris Rock, and you got to understand, like in New York, you was going to see everybody in a night. Because we're going from comedy club to do another set, to do another. You were trying to get enough reps in. Like, say you do 10 minutes here, go uptown, do 10 minutes, go back to the east side, do 10 minutes. And then, you know, hopefully like somebody would see you from NBC, ABC.
Right.
That was the early 90s.
And did you get it right out of the gate, the MTV thing, where they're like, this is our guy?
They knew they wanted me. They were like, this guy's good. He's got a good energy.
Famously cheap? MTV?
Oh, yeah, but they paid me, though.
Yeah.
I eventually became the highest paid person on it.
No
on
kidding.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cindy
Cindy Crawford wasn't touching my numbers.
Wow. And
but I had to earn that, though.
I mean, there's no other way to put this. At the time that you're on MTV
Yes.
and living in New York City, the trail of ass that must have been going through your apartment would be unbelievable. I mean,
countless.
No, thank you. Thank you for not trying to hide that fact.
I mean, you know, you got to understand this early 90s. I'm brand new to Hollywood.
People are kind of over age already.
Yeah, you know, and
We're over it.
And I'm like brand new to this new network that's the #1 spot for pop culture. So like my life changed overnight. Like I didn't even know I was famous, bro.
I was going to say, I would have to imagine famous ass and non-famous ass.
Yeah.
Both.
But yo, you know what's so funny about the early part of my career? I didn't have cable.
Didn't know who anyone was?
No, I didn't have cable because MTV wasn't everywhere.
Same.
It was like in the suburbs and like certain pockets you had to get it with your HBO.
Well, that was when they were running the promos. I want my MTV.
Exactly.
I'll call this number.
So
to get
you had to have like a little bit of money to have cable.
Yeah.
So here's the funny story. I'm on MTV and I don't have cable because it's not in my area.
Yeah.
So I don't know I'm famous.
I remember Howard Stern used to say, he's like, I'm on the E channel and I can't get the E channel in my
Right,
house.
exactly.
Yeah.
I remember going to, true story, I go to Minneapolis, Mall of America, and I am buying some sneakers at Foot Locker, and all these white kids are going crazy. They're like, dude, that's him. That's him. I'm like, who? And it was like 200 kids chasing me around the mall like, dude, are you Bill Bellamy, man? We love you. And I'm like, how they know me? I've never been here before.
That's wild.
And they was like, dude, you're all over MTV. So MTV in Minneapolis was the biggest thing.
Sure.
So, and I'll never forget, me and Daisy Fuentes were tripping because we're like Jersey guys and
Right,
girls, you know,
right.
we never been famous. And Daisy was like, I'm famous too. I was like, no, we're famous, man. This
I would have been
crazy.
excited to see you in the mall, but I would have been a little bit more excited to see Daisy Fuentes.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah,
Daisy's she's so nice, but she's really, really pretty girl.
Yeah.
And we would do collaboration shows together, and I forget what show she had on her own, but she would do House of Style too.
Yeah. Boy, that must have been such a fun. Like that's your dream job. Your dream job is Saturday Night Live when you're a kid, and then all of a sudden MTV became that. And you're like, oh, that'd be a great job to have.
You know what I was thinking about yesterday is so odd. So think about this. In the early 90s, we didn't really have any type of cell phone thing.
Right.
I was like,
pager, maybe?
We were paging each other, right? And this is what I remember. Girls Gone Wild.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that big early 90s?
Yeah. You stay up late at night.
I remember being on NTV and go, where are those girls? Like, I just remember like, yo, that's wild. Like, where are these girls doing all this wild stuff? What bars are that?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't see that at the time. That was like.
Did you do any of the spring break stuff?
Yeah, I was doing spring break, but we didn't have, nobody was doing wild stuff like that.
Right.
Girls Gone Wild looked like it was on another planet.
Yeah. We have one of those contraptions where you can get all the movie channels and all that stuff. And they have one of the porn channels is just old Girls Gone Wild footage. And every once in a while, I'm like, I know we're going to see girls on here that we know from Clearwater.
I wonder about the women that would dig Girls Gone Wild that now they're aunties.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
And one of those clips come up, Mom! Oh my God, is that you? No. Turn the channel.
Yeah.
Turn the channel. Because you got to think back then, we didn't know
who was going to see. There was no internet.
There was no internet, no future. You could think, 20 years from now, there's going to be Snapchat.
Right.
There's going to be, you were like living your life.
When I worked at the Top 40 station, like Wednesday night, we'd be out at Jammin's nightclub doing wet t-shirt contests and just be girls off the street just getting naked for the first time on stage. Never did anything like that before.
Nothing was wrong with it.
Nothing was wrong with it. $50 in a bar tab.
Yeah, that's cool.
When I'm going to tell y'all a funny story, true story. First time I ever hung out with Pauly Shore, I'm brand new to MTV, right? So Paulie's like, dude, man, they're going to pay me to host this competition, bro. You should come with me, man. It's going to be fun, man. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm going to host this competition. I said, what's the competition? He's like, a banana eating contest. I was like, whoa, that's kind of racist. Right? But I don't know what he's talking about.
Right.
But I said, I'll follow through. We get to this, like, there's a table of bananas, like, and there's a line of girls. There's a line of girls, like 25 girls. Me and Pauly, I'm sitting there, I'm a judge now because he made me a judge. There's two other guys, and Pauly's hosting.
Right.
And these girls are all coming down, get a banana, there's whipped cream, there's strawberries, there's blueberry, blah, blah, blah. And they got to eat the banana the sexiest way possible.
Yeah.
By the fourth girl, it was pornographic.
Of course. Of course.
He's like, dude, welcome to MTV.
Do you think...
I remember that vividly.
Every once in a while, somebody will call his show and be like, hey, do you know this girl from the 90s? And I'll be like, yeah. And they'll be like, that's my wife now. And she says she used to date you. And I'm like, oh, that's funny, Do you, somewhere, you're popping up on TV and some girl's like, I remember Bill from the time.
Bill Bellamy.
But then there's somebody sitting there watching going, I slept with Pauly Shore. Like it's not the same.
That's gotta burn. That's
Bill was busy. Bill was busy.
Yeah.
Somebody's very, but Pauly was not.
Exactly. Somebody's very excited that they slept with Bill Bellamy back in the day, but somebody's very embarrassed.
God.
You don't want to, this woman may have a mother-daughter talk with her daughter one time and says, let me tell you something you don't know. Before your daddy, I met Bill Bellamy one time at spring break, and but nobody's having that talk with their daughter. Yeah, I banged Pauly Shore. Behind a movie theater one time. Yeah.
Don't say that, man.
I think he called me a weasel.
Yeah.
Wheeze the wheeze. He was very, very popular.
Yeah, we like Pauly.
Pauly was, sort of like, if it was a high school situation, he was a senior and I was a freshman.
Right.
So when I came to MTV, Pauly was leaving and doing movies and stuff already. So I was like brand new. I only had like one summer with him, and then he was gone, and then it was me and Jenny McCarthy.
I was gonna say you can't even remember.
No, I was just going. Jenny McCarthy came.
Yeah.
She did a road rules and all this crazy stuff with us, and then we also had John Cincio.
I remember that.
Idalis was on with us, and and Matt Pinfield.
Yeah.
Do you remember Matt Pinfield?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, he knew everything about music.
Rock and roll.
He had Banger's Ball.
I am obsessed with it's the definite Sicilian in me. I am obsessed with the movie The Godfather.
Oh yeah.
I watch it all the time. I find that most men do. But I mean, I'm talking about I'll have it on TV 3 times a week. It'll just be on in the background.
But The Godfather is such a incredible, iconic film. It's about family. It's about loyalty. Like it hits all the buttons, bro.
So I'm glad you're saying this because that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're in a movie
with
Al Pacino,
oh my God,
how great! I mean, even though he's nothing like Michael Corleone, he's a weirdo and all that. But I mean, the guy. I mean, I wouldn't stop looking over the table. That's goddamn Michael Corleone.
You absolutely right. Like so, for instance, I'm brand new to like big studio movies. Like this is like my first big big studio movie. I'm with Oliver Stone, Al Pacino, Cameron Diaz.
Everybody.
We're doing Any Given Sunday, and Al Pacino walks in, right? And you got to understand, I only have 2 references for him: The Godfather and Scarface.
Oh yeah.
So
That's all you need.
So I think he's Cuban.
Yeah.
I mean, his name is Tony Montana.
Right.
Like, I don't even know his real name is Tony
Right.
Montana, right? And he's like, Bellamy, you guys have a great opportunity here, man. This is Hollywood, man. It's Oliver, he's crazy, but he was giving us gems all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you know you in the
I know. I know. That's the whole thing I'd be saying.
But he was so chill,
Yeah.
man. And this is the thing that was so revealing about him as a human being. He sat down and told us all the ups and downs of his life. Like, I would never forget this story where he said Al Pacino told us that he went broke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he said he was doing these movies and they weren't doing well, and he didn't work for a while.
Yeah.
And he was going through a tough time. He was doing like Broadway and trying to like figure out his career, and Robin Williams bailed him out.
Really?
Yeah, I will never forget that.
No
He was
kidding.
like, yeah, man, Robin was my best friend, man, and he was on fire, and he just pulled me out the hole, and next thing you know, I turned the corner and I started coming back. I was like, yo, they said the same thing happened to John Travolta.
You got personal stories from Al Pacino.
Yeah,
That
man.
blows
I
my
just
mind.
never, because you always think these guys have money all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I never heard a person that I knew that was way more famous than me tell me he had a bad time.
What,
Man.
Travolta with Robin Williams or Travolta just somebody else?
Well,
pulled him
John
out?
Travolta's career, he was on fire when he was very, very young.
Sure, I remember that.
Saturday Night Fever. He was doing like
Mr. Carter.
He did TV, but he did that
Grease.
really Grease.
Yeah.
And so he's rolling, right? And then all of a sudden, one of his movies didn't do well, and then Hollywood kind of put him on ice for about 10 years.
Yeah.
And then Quentin Tarantino changed his whole life, and he came back. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's great stuff. You know what else is that I read a lot is that Marlon Brando was such a dick. Like everybody that worked with him, he had a lot of people. Like Christopher Reeves tells a story on Letterman. He's like, Marlon Brando had the opportunity to be Marlon Brando to all these young actors, and he was just such a dick to be around. He was never cool. So
He wasn't normal.
No, he definitely wasn't.
He
Normal.
wasn't a normal guy.
Do you believe Marlon Brando used to bang Richard Pryor? That they used to bang each other?
No, is that real?
That came out in both. Richard Pryor said it. What's that one dude that used to? The other
Paul
comic,
Mooney.
Paul Mooney, always talks about it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like, but that's such a
Marlon
weird.
Brando? That's such a weird combo.
Right. I mean, party is got
But
to be
you
like.
know what? But they were doing drugs that wasn't out yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, they I think they invented
They had ecstasy
cocaine.
before ecstasy.
Yeah, they was doing like super mollies.
Yeah.
But this is a crazy thing that I learned about Marlon Brando that you bring him up, right? Because I always thought he was one of the best actors, right? So I'm like, I'm studying The Godfather. I'm watching Marlon Brando get busy.
Yeah.
And the pauses, the emotion, the pace.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this dude is method as hell. Do you know he couldn't remember his lines?
Yeah, they used to write them on
And
the other. Yeah.
So when he paused, he was reading off the lamp.
They have a picture of Robert Duvall with it taped to his shirt. His lines were taped to Robert Duvall's shirt.
He couldn't remember his lines.
It's
He
not
was
even
the
that he couldn't
first
remember.
dude with ADD or something.
Yeah, he didn't have to. He was Marlon
Right.
Brando,
Yeah.
so he's
No,
like,
you gotta know your lines,
I
bro.
know. So every
Maybe
once
he's
in a
doing
while,
too much coke.
every once in a while, my agent will send me a audition for something, and I've never really have done anything.
Right.
So they sent me an audition for that. What's that show? Euphoria. With
Euphoria.
and
Yeah, I
I love
haven't
that
seen it. I
girl.
heard it's
I haven't
Zendaya.
seen it either, but
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Yeah, she's on the show.
So I'm reading, I'm doing the audition, and I thought to myself, what if I get this part? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to show up on this set and be like, "Hey, everybody!" Like, I thought the fear that entered my body that I might actually get that part. I had no idea. When you show up on a movie set for the first time, is anybody with you? Does your agent go with you?
When you go, no. Sometimes, your agents will come into the set, and hang and stuff like that. But you bring your acting coach with you, or you know what I'm saying, like, and you work out the scenes and you work out where you want this character to go.
Right.
And then for me, it's like finding the emotion that is going to resonate with that character. And a lot of times you have to build the character from scratch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if you don't have that experience? What if you don't know anything about, having a drug addiction or, alcohol or anything, and you gotta find a feeling. So then maybe you find a feeling of desperation.
Yeah.
You feel me? Or you find a feeling of like down on your last dime. You broken. And so you take that feeling and you apply that to that character. And now when the words come off the page, the emotion is there. You got to have something under it. You can't just say the word.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Some feeling.
I'm trying to give you a crash course.
I took it all to heart. Can I tell you what else I'm thinking the entire time is that I imagine we got to be somewhat similar in age. It bothers me that you look so young.
Oh, but man, Mike,
thing,
you look so old.
No,
it's
amazing.
I know. But you look like mature old. Like, you look rich old. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take Tony Soprano old.
Like, if you're going to look older and look mature, you got to look like Mike Calta. You know what I mean?
My wife my wife looks like she's 30-something years old, and she's 48 years old.
Okay.
But she looks great. She smells great. She's in great shape. She works out all the time.
Because you take care of her, Mike.
Listen, she's taking care of herself. But the thing is that we had a hard conversation this last week that she had with me. She was like, listen to me. And today, I'm dressed up today, considering normal.
I thought you were dressed up as well.
I'm wearing long pants. I'm wearing a new shirt.
You smell great.
I smell good. Thank you.
Good.
My wife looks at me and she goes, "You listen to me. You have no style, and you have to get rid of this. You're wearing nothing but basketball shorts and muscle shirts, and you have no muscles. She's like, you got to get rid of all that." I could never. What you're wearing
right now.
I mean, you're not wearing one chain. You're wearing two chains over each other, and it looks great.
Yeah,
if I came in here like that, everybody'd be like,
"Bro, but you got to understand, I've been fly a long time, right? You know what I'm saying?
You're not new to this.
This ain't new.
But here's the thing also, and I noticed as soon as you walk in, the jean jacket that he's wearing, if I described it to you, you'd go, I'm not wearing that. You look super cool in it.
Yeah.
But if I said it's a jean jacket and it's like ripped up and stuff and it has puffy patches on it, you go, get out of here. I'm not wearing that. Bill Bellamy looks cool.
Good.
Thank you.
My son came home from New York last week.
That.
He went to New York for a couple of days. He's 19 now. And he goes, "You want to see what I bought in New York?" I go, "Sure." And he holds up a pair of shorts that look a lot like your jacket. It's got the puffy, and they were from Supreme. And I looked at it. He goes, "What do you think?" I go, "I think those look ridiculous, but you're going to probably look great in them, and it works out perfect."
That's my son too.
Yeah.
Like they like all the big clothes. To me they look like cartoon characters.
Yes.
The big shoes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like trends like that because I feel like in 2 summers that's going to be old and you're not going to look relevant.
Well, you won't wear it, and then you can't, and then also you can't sell it or you can't do anything with it.
I saw like Kanye with some big ass shoes. They look like space boots. I
love those.
You love those.
I don't have them, but I saw the first time I saw them. I was like, "Those look so comfortable." They look like little dog beds you walking on.
They look like a dog can sleep in them.
They look like the winter moon boots that we grew up with. Remember those? Moon boots?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I always feel like with my fashion, I always do stuff that's just like classic cool because it won't go out of style. Like I don't think the jean jackets will always be cool. Sneakers, cool sneakers.
Yep.
Just stay with the cool ones. You know, now the sneakers look like space shoes too. Like the sneakers are so big, like you can't even get your jeans over them.
Oh, it's so crazy. All right, listen, I got to tell everybody that you're going to be at the Funny Bone.
Yeah, Tampa Funny Bone tonight and tomorrow.
I have never ever had anybody come back and tell me that they were disappointed at your show, that it is a great time.
That is so much fun.
You are one of my all-time favorite guests to have on this program. I don't care if you don't do nothing for the next 10 years and you decide to come back around again. You're always welcome on the show.
I might just be in the neighborhood because there's not enough black people here. So I feel like I might be in the house next door.
When two of you walked in at the same time, I was like, ooh.
The quota.
The dogs was barking like, "Yo, man, you sure you got paperwork?"
No, seriously, Bill Bellamy is one of the most fun. Like I would imagine, just girls gather together and come to your shows and have the best night ever. I mean, obviously guys too, but girls love watching you. It's a fun night. I remember you did that show that was
fun.
Ladies' night thing.
Ladies' night show.
Yeah, the last time I was here, we were doing the ladies' night out, and we would. it would just be so many women, birthdays, anniversaries, promotions. And it was such a good marketing idea because a lot of people were just coming because it was ladies' night. They didn't even know it was me. And then they'd be like, oh my God, Bill Bellamy, you're so funny. Oh my God, we had the best time. And we would take pictures with them. And I think you came one time, right? Did you come?
Yeah.
You came to one of the shows. And it's a lot of fun. But if you get a chance to come out this weekend, Mike, you will not be let down. You'll be like, yo, this Bill Bellamy guys.
Yeah.
I know he's on cocaine.
It's got to be. Is that the secret? Is that why you look so good?
Yeah, it's secret. You
cocaine and
sprinkle it
baby
on your
blood.
face.